Yes, I was inspired by a movie that I watched on Netflix, Pray Away. So yeah, I decided like, okay, let's go with this idea because many times what we see, especially on mainstream media and other publications, is that they don't speak about these practices. We only hear about LGBTIQ plus topics when it's about hate crimes, when a lesbian or a gay man is being killed. So we said, it's better we explore more on this topic because it's something that is happening and it's not out there. So also we thought, I myself, I knew about this practice long time ago, but going on the ground, it was also a learning opportunity because I personally thought that conversion practices is limited to traditional and religious forms, but talking to the people on the ground, we realized that it's a practice that is used in a different way.
It was three of us, myself, Dianah, and DeLovie. So we quite had a good working relationship because I, for myself, these two have much knowledge on this topic. So I learned much from them and doing my research also. So I think on my side, we had a good partnership. We worked very well. Though, you know, we journalists with different views here and there, we might have clashes, but at the end of the day, we work together well.
We communicated so well until the end of the project. We keep updating each other. Whatever information we have, we created our own WhatsApp group where we like updating each other on the progress of the work, where we need to communicate with participants on the ground, setting up schedules with participants. I think we did so well, also given that when we started the project, we're already approaching festive season, and yeah. The challenges that we had, I think in the beginning, is the lineup of the participants that we had. So on our proposal, we had like listed a couple of participants who in turn, like we couldn't like reach their demands. They were demanding things that were way out of our reach. And as journalists and putting into consideration ethical issues, we had to change some of our participants because we couldn't meet their demands. So I think that was the only challenge that we had, besides some changing times and dates. But at the end of the day, we managed to get everyone on board as scheduled.
Taking myself from being a journalist and being that person who had a listening ear, especially to one of our sources, when I was listening to interviews and I could see what people are going through out there, and sometimes they don't have anyone to talk to. They just keep things inside. That was one of the takeaways from this project for me. Just being in the same space with other journalists. I'm one journalist who is used to working alone, and I'm a lone ranger. So being in the same space with people with different ideas, sharing ideas, it's one thing that was a big takeaway from me, hearing stories of what other journalists are covering out there.
And also I'd like to say, I think the three of us, I think we had like a kind of different skills. I think for this project, it worked so well because Bongani is coming from the background of broadcast, DeLovie from photography. And I mean, our skills, when we integrate our skills, I mean, it worked so perfectly fine, of which I mean, it's something that was like a very good experience from working as a team.
I would just like to commend IWMF for this opportunity, especially for journalists like us who might not be having funds to do stories out there. This was a great opportunity for us to do a story that where we so much wanted, especially not only from my team, but I mean from everyone who participated. So to IWMF, I would like to say thank you so much for opening such doors to journalists like us.